Hey, welcome to our after show. Today, some startling news from Emerson from the world of marijuana.
Well, it's something that is just, I'm not one, I don't smoke pot, but I found it incredibly fascinating.
Do you want to? Have you ever wanted to?
No, I'm one of those really annoying people that when I get a head cold, I'm like, I can't focus, I'm not productive, and I start to get angry.
Right.
And people are like, dude, you should take some cough medicine and relax. Now, I have a lot of friends that tell me I should smoke pot. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because they're like, you need to relax. You're stressing me out.
All right. So anyway, this is for the possible pot smokers, and I'm not saying we have any, but the possible pot smokers that might be looking at this video.
Yes, you might want to be aware of this because pesticides are being used on pot. Now, there is no regulation to protect marijuana until the year of 2018, so next year. So there are a lot of crops, that are like marijuana that are, have all these fungi and insects, and it's been found that the pot growers, they just throw any type of pesticide on it. There's no form of organic pot being sold.
There's no form of organic pot? I thought it was all organic.
That's what you would think, but no, because it is a very vulnerable plant, the farmers who are growing this stuff are just throwing pesticides all over it, and they can put any type of pesticide on it because the EPA does not regulate pot because it's not considered a crop. It's considered illegal on the federal level, so they don't have to regulate it. So you can put some heavy-duty pesticides on it that you couldn't even get on a normal, banana, that's not organic.
So then what we should learn from this is that you should start smoking bananas.
Yes,
and get off the pot right now. Start smoking the bananas. They look more like something you would smoke anyway, but obviously healthier for you.
What I'm fascinated is understanding the law that will be happening in 2018. How is that going to work? I mean, how do you even pass a law that says, listen, even though it's an illegal plant, we're still going to regulate what you put on it?
Well, but it's legal. But it's legal in some states. It's already legal, and of course we have the medical marijuana here in New York State, but it's not smokable. The marijuana that you get medically here in New York State is not smokable marijuana. But that's an interesting question as more and more states make it legal.
Colorado, we're looking at you.
And I'm sure out there they do have organic brands of it. I'm sure not everything. It can't all be loaded with pesticides. I think you'd hear something about that by now.
Well, that's what this study said, was that it actually is loaded with a bunch of pesticides and that there's no law to cover it right now. There will be a law in 2018 on certain local levels, but I just think it's fascinating. And the thing that really worries me is the people who are smoking it for medicinal purposes. And here they are, they're already sick and they're trying to, do it to become healthier or feel better.
Well, I still think if you're talking about the actual quote unquote medical marijuana, that's different than what people are just growing at wherever they're growing it, even in other countries where who knows what they're putting on the stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your pot update.
Yeah. This is your PSA for Monday morning.
Right.
If you're a pot smoker.
Just be aware, if you're a pot smoker, you might be smoking some chemicals along with it.
That are really deadly.
Not good. Okay. Have a nice day. Stay off the pipe, will you? We'll see you tomorrow morning.